Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! A very good evening to you all and welcome to the CommentHub's alternative coverage of the FA Cup third round clash between Liverpool and Barnsley here on the CommentHub on FA Cup on the TCHub Live. I'm your alternative Matchday commentator Russ Vernon and kick-off is at 7:45. I'm your alternative commentator Russ Vernon and the producer today is that of a good friend Nicholas Jones, who, if you listened to us earlier on, was the FA Cup announcer for the fourth round draw. Go and check out that stream a bit later on to see who the winner of this tie will see the games get for the draw in the fourth round tie. Well, and before we get ready for kick-off and give you the team news for this game very, very soon, let's just bring you the results from the weekend so far. Selected ties in the FA Cup. Just a few selected ties featuring the Premier League clubs only. Wrexham 3, Nottingham Forest 3. Nottingham Forest were knocked out. Wrexham won 4-3 on penalties. Burnley 5, Millwall 1. Charlton Athletic 1, Chelsea 5. Everton 1, Sunderland 1. Sunderland won 3-0 on penalties. Everton's penalties, if you've not seen them, were abysmal. Fulham 3, Middlesbrough 1. Macclesfield 2, Crystal Palace 1. Shock result there, the biggest shock in FA Cup history, I was told. Manchester City 10, Exeter City 1. Newcastle United 3, Bournemouth 3 after extra time. Newcastle won 7-6 on penalties. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Brentford 2. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Aston Villa 2. There's some more select results for you. Wolverhampton Wanderers 6, Shrewsbury Town 1. Derby County 1, Leeds United 3. In the battle of two TCHub people, myself, Russ, on the Leeds United side, took on Ollie on the Derby persuasion. Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4. Good result there for Arsenal. Big shout out to our good friends Mike Orneman and Paul James, who are Arsenal fans there. West Ham United 2, QPR 1. After extra time, the Hammers booked their place into the fourth round. Manchester United 1, Brighton 2, and Manchester United crashed out of both competitions and they played the lowest amount of games since 1915, which will be around about 40 game season for Manchester United. No European adventure for Manchester United, who are set to announce Michael Carrick as their interim head coach till the end of the season tomorrow after work to finalise that deal has been going on all day today. And Liverpool against Barnsley is our evening kick-off here at 7:45 UK time. Very good afternoon to Paul James and to Luke Turton. Hopefully you're all doing well today. Nick is just on the producing duties today, Paul. You've got my dulcet tones for the full game. And sorry, Luke, for that. I just had to remind it again for our listeners in case they missed it on the earlier stream this evening, which featured the fourth round draw, which I think Nottingham Forest aren't in that, are they? Sorry to wind you up about that again, Luke. Good to announce that we've got some games coming up this upcoming weekend, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later on. But what we'll do about that, we'll announce the game that we've got coming up for the weekend on our social media channels, Commentary Live 1, and in our posts here on YouTube as well. Big shout out to Matt Roberts, who says he'll probably be tuning in tonight, one of the potential newcomers to the channel in the next month or so. The two teams are out at Anfield ahead of kick-off without any favour to do very, very shortly. I'll run you through the lineups for tonight's game and tell you who the officials are, as Liverpool have run the changes, 6 in total for them. And we'll run you through the side that are the slots it's picked tonight, and run you through the bench as well. And we'll tell you the match officials too here at Anfield this evening in Barnsley. Cover League 1 come to town at Anfield as Liverpool get ready to ring around "You Never Walk Alone," their famous anthem, around the stadium. Let's take a look then very, very soon. Yes, starting now with the two lineups. Starting off with Liverpool, line up with Middleton across the back, Curtis Jones and Alexis McAllister in front of them in the midfield. Midfield trio of Rio Engamoa, Dominic Szoboszlai and Cody Gakpo behind Federico Chiesa, although Federico Chiesa could play out on the right, Engamoa on the left, and Gakpo could play through the middle compared to how we've got it there. Let's take a look then of the bench, which features Alisson, Endo, Kanate, Kirkes, Wirtz, Ekitike, Gravenberch, Nione and Ramsey. That is our Liverpool lineup. Let's take a look then at Barnsley's side today, as they line up with Murphy Cooper in goal, the Sky Bet League 1 side. Watson, De Gevene, Shepherd and Alberta across the back. Is Phillips and Bland in front of the back four. O'Keefe, Jorgensen and Cleary in the midfield trio behind the lone striker and captain of Davis, Kelly-Dunn. On the bench then for the Tykes, who are managed by Conor Uran, is Kieran Flabo, the goalkeeper, Mark Roberts, David McGoldrick, Fabio Yallo, Owen O'Connell, Georgie Gent, Patrick Kelly, Conor Barrett and Leo Farrell as well. Today's match officials then, just to tell you who the referee is Fari Alam, assisted by Alistair Nelson and Istoro Kavanov, and Ruben Ricardo is the fourth official for this game today. Liverpool are in their traditional colours of red shirt in red, Barnsley in their change strip of white. It's 8 degrees at Anfield, feels like 5 as we approach kick-off. It's a cloudy night. There's the captain, Davis Kelly-Dunn, about to get this game off and where the scores from the weekend are going across the bottom. And Lucas said he is in shock that he's selected Federico Chiesa in the side today. I am too, to be honest, Luke. As we get ready, as the game is now underway here at Opo with Barnsley, Anfield as Barnsley kicking back to their goalkeeper there, which was Cooper, sends in long, and followed there by the number 27 Watson, who gets it, and then there's a ball forward there by the number 45 Jorgensen, who can get the ball forward. It's almost when it's out with Barnsley at the moment in time as they approach down this right-hand side as O'Keefe looks to attack into Phillips, who delivers a decent cross in, and then off the post by Barnsley, and Kelly-Dunn inside 29 seconds almost opens the scoring. And Davis Kelly-Dunn almost a shock inside Anfield inside the opening exchanges when the captain Davis Kelly-Dunn header came back off of the post. So unlucky there, Barnsley, brilliant bit of play, wonderful cross in, and the header almost beat Mamadashvili. Had to scramble across there. I don't think he would have got to it. That was almost a perfect start for the League One side here at Anfield. And what a shocking start that would have been for Liverpool in all the slot. Szoboszlai now has possession for Liverpool as they will look to try and get something from this game this evening. Here's Andy Robertson back into the side today, left back. Across there to Joe Gomez, who's come in for the injured Conor Bradley, who is out for the rest of the season after his injury against Liverpool, against Arsenal for Liverpool, should I say, in midweek, which you heard here all the time with myself, Russ Vernon. Here's McAllister back to Joe Gomez, and forward into Frimpong, who's dropped back into the right back spot tonight. And here is Joe Gomez again, into Dominic Szoboszlai. Curtis Jones back to Szoboszlai again, and now Andy Robertson. Obviously into Engamoa. The youngster will play the ball infield for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will look up and roll it across there to Joe Gomez, who almost robbed the possession. And he has been robbed the possession now, and Barnsley trying to break here at Anfield. On the left-hand side is number 19, Cleary. Into the penalty area he goes. Cleary crosses it in, too far ahead of Kelly are done. Robertson heads it away, and then can clear it away downfield. Good defending by Andy Robertson in the end there for Liverpool as they win a free kick on halfway foul on Cody Gakpo by Dijaveni, I believe it was. But fantastic start by the League One side, and the way they started, you'd think they're the Premier League side and Liverpool are the League One side here. Here is Liverpool on the attack. Chiesa infield to McAllister, back to Chiesa again, and he's cleared away in the end by Barnsley. Good defending by Jack Shepherd this time to clear the ball away into touch for a throw into Liverpool. But good start by Barnsley here. 3 minutes on the clock, and the League One side have given everything so far and could have took the lead inside 29 seconds when the header from Davis Kelly done from across from the right hand side from O'Keefe came back off of the crossbar, came back off of the post, and I say almost a crossbar, but it's actually the left hand post of Mamardashvili, who was in the Liverpool goal today in place of Alisson, who was on the bench. If you're just joining us, so our lineups are on the screen, the benches. I'll read them out again in full in just a moment. Once we get a break in play in case you missed it. Here's Engamoa. Good ball into Curtis Jones. Good ball into Szoboszlai now. Lines up a strike from the edge of the penalty area. Blocked by the number 5 Shepherd and claimed by Cooper. Then so for Liverpool, the bench again. It's Alisson, Endo, Konate, Kirkes, Wirtz, Ekitike, Gravenberch, Nione and Ramsey. There's a ball set forward by Cooper, headed away by Joe Gomez, and forward again by Jorgen Nathan. But Liverpool pick up possession with Curtis Jones and back to Joe Gomez, and now the captain Virgil van Dijk. For Barnsley, Flamel the goalkeeper, Roberts, McGoldrick, Yallow, O'Connell, Gent, Kelly, Barrett and Farrell is the subs. As Barnsley look to try and cause a number of problems here tonight for Liverpool and try to get into the fourth round, where the winners of this tie incidentally will play Brighton of Albion at home. And Brighton knocked out Manchester United yesterday. Was a fantastic performance by the Seagulls. And Jorgen Nathan almost gets out to go, and he does, and that's because Frimpong misjudged the ball. Clear on the left hand side, attacking the penalty area. Backheel flicked for Better, crosses in and almost catches Mamardashvili. And on Better there. Really good start there by Barnsley down this left hand side. Liverpool's right. And clearly got the better of Frimpong. Lovely backheel there. He almost caught out Mamardashvili there. Did clearing. That was did on Better, should I say, after Cleary's backheel flicked into him. And that was so unlucky there for Barnsley. Joe Gomez now for Liverpool, over the halfway line, just inside the centre circle for Szoboszlai. He's played out to the left for Andy Robertson. Back in the field to Szoboszlai on the corner of the left of the centre circle on the left hand side. His ball cross field pass looking for Federico Chiesa, his ball, and he goes out of play for a throw. But good start by Barnsley. Let us know your thoughts on the game so far, where you're listening from as well this evening. And for those listening tonight who may not be old enough to remember, I was only 5, going on to turn 6. Barnsley were in the Premier League in 1997, 1998. And that shows how old I am right now. That's was last time Barnsley was in the Premier League. For those who don't know. Barnsley often won these days, have started well here at Anfield and look to cause Liverpool a number of problems this evening. With Szoboszlai in possession for the Reds to find Joe Gomez. Now Virgil van Dijk, the skipper, gets the ball forward out to this left-hand side of Engamoa. Up against Watson And there was also O'Keefe up against him there. He's found Alexis McAllister. We'll play from McAllister and back to Gomez. And now Virgil van Dijk can bring the ball forward. It's out to Andy Robertson, who's in the crossing position. His cross is blocked by Adam Phillips. And he bounces out through goal kick for Liverpool, should I say. Almost a goal kick to Barnsley. A deflection off the Barnsley man, and Cody Gakpo, who we've got playing on the left, but the TV picture had him playing through the middle. It's coming out to this near left-hand side for Liverpool, right-hand side for Barnsley to take the corner kick. Gomez is on the Barnsley man. Van Dijk on the Barnsley man too. They're both up from the back here. Gakpo with the corner in. It comes deep towards Chiesa, who keeps the ball alive. Back he goes to Curtis Jones, who delivers a cross into the penalty area towards go by Szoboszlai. Breaks towards this left-hand side of Engamoa. Good play from Rio Engamoa, just holding up the play. Barnsley concede a throw there. That's good play from O'Keefe, who's helping out Watson there at the back. But Liverpool go with the throw in quickly. McAllister has possession midway inside the Liverpool office. They go from left to right across the field to find Jeremy Frimpong, goes up from the back. Back to Curtis Jones midway inside the Barnsley half of the field. Not about 25 yards out. It's Szoboszlai with possession. He lines up a strike and goal, and what a goal that is! Dominic Szoboszlai inside 9 minutes has put Liverpool into the lead. Stunning goal from around about 25 yards out, and Dominic Szoboszlai fires home into the back of the net, and that left Cooper with no chance, and Liverpool are 1 up inside 9 minutes against Barnsley. Wonderful goal. Jones into McAllister, and then off to Szoboszlai. Looked as if he was going to play it out wide, and then he just opened up for him, and he took on the strike, Dominic Szoboszlai, and just fired it past the goalkeeper Cooper. Had no chance into the top corner, a postage stamp finish. And that is the opening goal of the game, and that is a sublime goal. And the Barnsley fans behind that goal just looking on, as if to say, that is a cracking goal. But Dominic Szoboszlai's goal on 9 minutes of difference here this evening. What can Liverpool, there is a ball, was towards Frimpong on that far side. It remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. If you just joined us, Dominic Szoboszlai with a stunning goal a few seconds ago. It could have been different had Davis Killiardon's goal inside 29 seconds had gone in instead of hitting the cross, instead of hitting the post from an header. And here they come forward now with O'Keefe. A bit of play, and he drops it back here now to the number 6, to Giovanni, who crosses it to Shepherd. Down the line he's on better. Good play from Old Betty, gives the ball away to Szoboszlai as he tried to clear it, and Jorgen Atham, and also Davis Kellyardon. As here's Andy Robertson now for Liverpool from Dominic Szoboszlai, who's the goal scorer for the Reds. Davis Kellyardon charges forward as he's nipped in the head of Szoboszlai there, but he's passed out wide to this near side looking for Adam Phillips, which Paul goes out of play for a throw, which Andy Robertson takes quickly back to Virgil van Dijk. Finds Szoboszlai, who plays it back to Van Dijk, and Van Dijk sends a crossfield pass looking out wide there to Federico Chiesa, who's back here, finds Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong down the left hand, down the Liverpool's right hand side, Barnes' left. There's a 1-2, tries to play 1-2 then he almost gets it the second time as Chiesa tries to feed him in. Waits for Cody Gakpo on the right hand side of the penalty area as Liverpool come forward from right to left in this first half. Defending the cop end like they normally do here at Anfield in the first half, or on the slot side. And he's out wide now with Federico Chiesa. Chiesa will look to get across into the penalty area. Too much on that. O'Keefe watches it go behind, and it will be a goal kick to Barnsley and to the League One side here at Anfield. We just settled down a little bit, Barnsley. There after that opening goal. Agree, Paul. It's just fantastic of a strike. We didn't even celebrate as Liverpool. As we see the goal again, he just strikes him wonderfully there, does Dominic Szoboszlai. He didn't even celebrate, he just looks around, takes an high five from Virgil van Dijk, and then patted him on his face and then hugged him. But Szoboszlai never even moved with that celebration. But what a goal that was there to pull Liverpool 1-0 in front. Ball out towards our far side for Federico Chiesa. Good bit of play back, he goes towards McAllister's. Barnsley win the ball back and Shepherd plays it forward. There's Kelly Dunn's header forward. Breaks for Joe Gomez. McAllister. Wonderful interception there by Bland. And now Davis Kelly Dunn is charging forward for Barnsley. He's got Bland outside of him. Close to use, but he's got Phillips the other way. And Davis Kelly Dunn goes for goal in the end, and he could have played in Adam Phillips or Jonathan Bland. We went for goal and ended the Barnsley skipper. And he goes wide there as Conor Uran, the former Aston Villa midfielder, watches on as he's in charge of Barnsley. Arne Slot, as people will know, or may know, is in charge of Liverpool. But you may not wonder who's in charge of Barnsley these days, because Barnsley normally never get covered here on the channel. Here is Jerry Frimpong for Federico Chiesa. Back he goes to Joe Cole, and to Andy Robertson now. Rio Engamo inside the penalty area on the left hand side. Goes the ball looking for Dominic Szoboszlai. Davis Kelly Dunn cleared it away, but then he's act clear there by Di Giovanni. All the way through to Mamardashvili, who sends the ball forward again. Andy Robertson keeps the ball, pulls it back, and it's cleared away out of play for a throw in here to Liverpool with Rio Engamo takes to Szoboszlai. The cross now to Alexi McAllister. Going towards the penalty, looking for Curtis Jones. He breaks and bounces out for a corner kick to Liverpool, it looks like. Which Jones will take quickly. Try to catch Barnsley off guard. Engamoa. Pulls the ball back for Szoboszlai. Go for a second spectacular goal. Deflected wide again. For yet another corner. Liverpool start to Liverpool since getting the goal. The Barnsley still threatening on the counter as well. And that was heading for the back of the net again by Dominic Szoboszlai for Shepherd. Put his head in the way. Corner kick. Then for Liverpool, which will be taken by Cody Gakpo this time. They'll look to try and deliver the ball into the penalty area. Look, clears it. Shot comes in and a blocked effort to Scottish Jones. Land up an effort towards goal there for Liverpool. Here's Frimpong. Infield to McAllister. And the referee is stopping the play here. Because I think the ball has popped. Is the issue, I believe. And the ball has indeed popped. Whether that's again new ball. New balls, please. Is the cry. From the referee. And we're now back underway. So Liverpool have the ball wide with Federico Chiesa. Chiesa takes a touch. Pulls the ball back here to McAllister. Now Szoboszlai again. Andy Robertson now wide to Rio Engamoa. Engamoa with the cross and headed away this time by Shepherd. And Shepherd has done well there at the back. Di Giovanni has done well to defending those kind of crosses. It was a long range strike that opened the scoring. As the ball is into the penalty this time and headed behind by Bland, who was bad there defending. For a corner kick to Liverpool. Goal scored Dominic Szoboszlai goes across to tear the corner. From that far side, the right for Liverpool. Left for Barnsley as we watch up. Into the penalty area, goes towards the back post. Van Dijk has it back towards the centre, is cleared away by Shepherd, who has come across on the left hand side of the defence to clear away. And it remains 1-0 to Liverpool here. If you're just joining us, that's Dominic Szoboszlai goal on 9 minutes. Is the difference between the two sides. This is Alexis McAllister coming forward with possession. McAllister rolls the ball across there to Joe Gomez. Now the line he goes, here's Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong does well. Chiesa gets it back to Frimpong inside the penalty area. Barnsley win the ball back momentarily. But then Liverpool get the ball back. So Liverpool remain on the front foot. Yeah. As Dominic Szoboszlai charges into Frimpong inside the penalty area. Crossing headed away this time by the Giovanni. On this far is Andy Robertson, whose ball was running him over his paw. And he goes out of play for a throw into Barnsley. Nick says, my producer, burst balls were a regular occurrence of Euro 2016. Actually remember that, Nick. Actually remember that indeed, my friend. Kevin Wells, if you are in the UK, my friend, it is on TNT Sports in the UK. If not, just search where you live in, just type into the Google search bar where to watch Liverpool v Barnsley in your area, and it'll come up with loads of TV channels that are showing this game tonight for you. But if you can't find anything, we are on your next best thing. Audio commentary describing the action for you right here on the commentary hub. As is Andy Robertson for Liverpool on the left hand side. Down the line it goes to Rio Ngamoa as he looks to put the ball into the penalty area. Well, he goes into Cody Gakpo, back to Chiesa. Jones, out to Frimpong, whose cross is deflected wide for a corner. And Liverpool worked it from left to right there to Frimpong on that far side and just inside the penalty area. It remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0 if you're just joining us, thanks to the 9th minute goal from Dominic Szoboszlai. Just 10 minutes ago since that goal went in, and we're still at 8 degrees here at Anfield. Despite it being fairly cold the past few days, it's still a bit cold now, but not as bad as it has been in recent days. Here, as Virgil van Dijk watches on here from this corner, he's up from the back. Joe Gomez too. Van Dijk tries to make it round the back. He goes in towards McAllister over his head, and he goes all the way out of play for a throw-in from Dominic Szoboszlai's corner. And that was a poor corner in the end from Dominic Szoboszlai there. And just see the shot of the aerial view here at Anfield, and you've got to say this is a really good aerial shot here. I mean, actually, you can see from Sengley stood on the edge of his own penalty area. The Liverpool back line. Andy Robertson's inside the Barnsley half. Then there's Van Dijk and Gomez moved over towards our left, and Frimpong's moved a bit further up. But they're all inside the centre circle, so they're all just on the edge of the halfway line and pushed that high up Liverpool's defence. So Barnsley could get in behind us. The clap and chant that they do every game in the 20th minute for Diogo Jota, chanting his name for the tragic passing in the summer before the season started. May he rest in peace, Diogo Jota, as Rio Ngamoa wins Liverpool a free kick on this near side. As Phillips has a word there with the referee, Fari Alam. It remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0 if you're just tuning into us right now. Russ Vernon in charge, guiding you through the action this evening, as he was Curtis Jones in possession. It's out wide to Rio Ngamoa on the left hand side. He attacks the penalty area, giving the ball or where is he trying to play it in field? There's Adam Phillips by there helping out with O'Keefe as well by there. O'Keefe is the one who wins a free kick following the foul by Rio Engamoa. And it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. If you're tuning in for the very first time today, thank you very much. If you like what you're hearing, please drop us a like. Please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel. And if you are interested in joining, please drop us a message on X or on TikTok. The details are in the descriptions. The ball deflected cross comes through O'Keefe on this near side for Barnsley. Deflected cross and again, and almost looped in there. Frimpong had to head it behind at the back post as Barnsley come close there. There's Cleary. Initially got down the side, crossed it in, took a deflection, and kept him by O'Keefe, who pulled him back in, deflection off Andy Robertson, and the almost one-footed Mamadash just looped wide for a corner with Shepherd, Di Giovanni, Bland, Watson, were all in there. For Barnsley, so it will be Davis Kelly had done. And imagine Jorgen will be in and around that penalty area too. There's Kelly had done, back he goes to the corner taker. Anyway, comes out for a strike and goal! And what a save by Mamadash. Wonderful effort there, but he goes out of play. Because he's kept it by some Oslo, but Barnsley have got the ball back. But that was a decent effort from the edge of the penalty area. I believe it was from Jorgen. And that was a decent effort. And almost 1-1 there. And he not been for the outstretched arms of Mamadash to keep him at bay. There's Phillips who gets the ball forward, looking for Kelly Dunn, whose ball into the penalty and caused a lot of problems. As Barnsley started to grow into this game, despite it going behind after just 9 minutes. We played almost 24 minutes on the clock. And it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0 here at Anfield. As Andy Robertson picks up possession and plays it in fact inside to Dominic Szoboszlai. Over halfway line now, back on halfway for Andy Robertson, who looks up and goes to Virgil van Dijk, who goes into the centre circle now. Across there to Joe Gomez, who comes into the centre circle. Back into the centre circle for that Virgil van Dijk, who's just on halfway. Across to Jeremy Frimpong, who this time the Barnsley half, got back into his own half to make sure he remains in control of possession. Here's Kears and now drops it back to Frimpong. And actually Joe's back to Frimpong. Just crossfield pass there from Joe Gomez looking for Rio Engamoa's port. And remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. If you want to get involved tonight and you're listening for the very first time and you have got a YouTube channel, because that's where we're broadcasting on tonight, just drop your comment in there. You can get involved. It's actually number 30, Bland, who had the effort there for Barnsley from the edge of the penalty, and that would have been a wonderful goal had it not been for Mamadash pulling off a cracking stop. O'Keefe then, who is playing, looks like he's playing right wing back. As Barnsley looks like they're going to a back three with Watson, Di Giovanni and Shepherd, with O'Keefe and Ogbetter as wing backs tonight. Looks like it's a 3-4-3 for Barnsley. Is Liverpool charging forward as Gappo's inside the penalty area now. Gappo's shot is blocked. Szoboszlai wins it back for Jones on the edge of the penalty area now. Jones' shot is blocked and behind for a corner kick to Liverpool yet again. Is it? I think it might be. Let's have a look at this again. This is the initial move. Gappo's onside inside the penalty area. Shot is blocked. Comes back out to the edge of the penalty area. Jones is there. And his strike come off Cody Gakpo in the end and went out for a goal kick. I started taking the deflection on Wilton. I thought he went out for a corner. Looking at the replay, the referee, Farid Alam, very spot on, as he did come off his teammate there, Cody Gakpo. As it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0 here in the FA Cup third round action here on the commentary. It's Russ Vernon guiding through the action this evening as we see Liverpool take on League One side Barnsley at Anfield. Liverpool lead by a goal to nil thanks to Dominic Szoboszlai's 9th minute strike, a wonderful strike from around about 25 yards out into the top right hand corner of the Barnsley goal. Left if you're attacking from a Liverpool persuasion, right if you're defending from a Barnsley persuasion. And a wonderful strike he was as well. He's on better. He tries to come forward from left wing back, and he's fouled by his opposite number in Federico Chiesa, who also wears number 14. Nathaniel on better. He'd welled up against Federico Chiesa to win the free kick, and just by Barnsley with a respite. Free kick taken quickly though, and he's gone out of play for a throw off Andy Robertson. And Barnsley starting to grow into this game as well. Keith looks to take this throw in. Then he goes towards Jogger, who does well to make sure he keeps possession. Of better down the line for Cleary. Cleary charging up against Frimpong. One going one way, then the other. And he gets beyond him. Low ball into the penalty. All combat for Killian Dunn inside the penalty area for Barnsley. Comes back to better again. Who wants to come forward for Barnsley this time. And Jogger instead actually. And Cleary can't get the ball towards the formation of better. Shepherd, down the line he goes. Kelly Dunn will chase after this, putting under pressure of Joe Gomez, who manages to clear but the offside flag is up there. I don't think Davis Kelly Dunn was in an offside position there when that ball got played forward. I'd like to see a replay of that because I think Davis Kelly Dunn was in an onside position. Here's Andy Robertson for Rio Engamala, whose ball can't be kept in play. It's out for a throw to Liverpool. It looked like to come off with Engamala, but the referee gave it the way of Liverpool, and Liverpool have gone with it quickly. So time for standing around and arguing on terminators. The ball first Frimpong gets cut out, Bland gets it out wide. 12 better. Now the ball forward for Davis Kelly Dunn. He's attacking Virgil van Dijk. Kelly Dunn inside on the edge of the penalty area. So good. Davis Kelly Dunn straight down the throat there of Ashwili as Barnsley starting to grow in this game even more. Unless a shot on target from the edge of the penalty for Davis Kelly Dunn. It remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. Good save by Marmalade. I think you mean Mohamed Ashwili, Paul. Or is that what you call Mohamed Ashwili Marmalade? Do let us know. I can never remember what you say about that, Paul. Hopefully you're good, by the way, my friend. As the ball is now with Virgil van Dijk into Dominic Szoboszlai. Jones. Good ball into McAllister. Out wide, he goes for Chiesa. Federico Chiesa charges in. Infield he goes. And striking a goal, he can't. Takes a deflection up into the air. Plays the ball on inside the penalty and he's chested down by Shepherd and into the arms of Cooper as he remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0, as we've just sticked into the final 15 minutes or so of the first half, and Liverpool lead here by that goal to 0 thanks to Dominic Szoboszlai's strike after just 9 minutes in the game. He says he can't spell Mohamed Ashwili's name. Paul, it's on the screen there. So he just calls him Marmalade, which is fair enough, Paul. We're glad you're doing good, my friend. Luke, if you're tuned in as well, hopefully you're still doing okay. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Good ball across there to Dominic Szoboszlai. Virgil van Dijk has it once more. Back in field to Alexi McAllister. Szoboszlai again. There's a penalty area Chiesa on this left hand side. Infield to Curtis Jones. Gapper back towards Jones. And Barnsley just clear away. Davis Kelly can't hold it as he was. Liverpool players just behind him. If you're tuning in for the very first time, let us know where you're listening from and what you're doing on this Monday evening. As he breaks for Chiesa on the edge of the penalty area. And Bland won it back well. And there's Cleary who charges away, but brought down by Gomez, who goes into the referee's notebook for the first time this afternoon, all morning, or evening, depending where you're listening from, the first yellow card of the game goes the way of Liverpool's Joe Gomez, who is booked this evening. Joe Gomez, yellow card, confirmed on the screen there. And it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. 32 minutes on the clock, if you're just tuning into us today. Good to have you with us as we bring you this game this evening. Ball from Cooper 7 forward, heads up into the air. Matt Shepherd breaks for Bland, who at that striking we must go to a save by Mamanach. Villy breaks out wide to our left hand side and all better. Does well. Does all better. We now with Cleary, who's out against Frimpong. So he forces Szoboszlai back to Gomez, who's on the booking, remember, so he needs to be careful, does Joe Gomez. Because he won't want to give Liverpool Barnsley any chance to get back into this game. Here's Robertson now wide to Rio Engamoa. Inside the penalty area, he goes from Engamoa. Will he line up a strike here, Rio Engamoa? He can't. Goes across there to Chiesa. Now Jeremy Frimpong, whose ball slashed up into the air, cleared away. And he'll break away now. Will Liverpool, with possession. Will Liverpool win the ball back? It was Bally who was breaking away. Gappo lost his boot. Liverpool have got to own up the play. He now got the ball as Gappo has got his boot back on. And it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. If you're just running into us today. Szoboszlai into Robertson. Now here is Rio Engamoa. Takes the penalty area. Back here to Andy Robertson, who goes on the overlap. His ball into the penalty area, chested back by Shepherd. Into the arms of Cooper there. And it remains Liverpool 1, Barnsley 0. Good start here by, good response by Barnsley, who started blindly. Liverpool got the goal, and then Barnsley have come back into it in the last 5 or so minutes and defending resolutely since conceding. As that ball is flicked away, is it? Wanted an offside flag there, the Barnsley, but it's not going to come. Or better to Jorgen Nathan. Back to Shepherd, who clears it down the line. And it will now break here into the path of Gomez across to Virgil van Dijk, and now Curtis Jones. Good bit of play forward here, Curtis Jones. And now Andy Robertson has Ringham outside and he's found him. Back in the field he goes to Andy Robertson, who ran around 35 yards out from goal. Now to that far right hand side and Federico Chiesa. He's got on the overlap. But Chiesa goes back to Joe Gomez. Gomez will look up and find Dominic Szoboszlai, who's the scorer of the first goal. Jones is there. Curtis Jones is still there and he's won a free kick after push by O'Keefe. Very alarming. Very alarming, should I say. Learning nowhere to take it from. And it remains 1-0 to Liverpool here. Frimpong in towards the penalty area. So again, Jeremy Frimpong! 2-0 Liverpool! And Jeremy Frimpong gets onto the score sheet. And Liverpool have a 2-goal cushion. And will look like they may be heading into round number 4 of the FA Cup. So the Liverpool coaching team will stand behind the bench, just clapping away there. As Jeremy Frimpong up gets Liverpool's second goal of the game. And I believe that's his first goal for the club as well. Does well to get away from Old Better than unleashes a shot. And the goalkeeper, Cooper, should never be beaten at his near post. And that's what he was. Beaten at his near post. And he should never be beaten there. It's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 0. And the Barnsley fans behind that goal, well and truly, don't look happy now. And that's quite an understatement. The two goal scorers celebrate with each other. And Liverpool lead by 2-0 against Barnsley and Cooper. The Barnsley goalkeeper is down, receiving some treatment, so he may have to come off here. Murphy Cooper. However, Kieran Flavel, who will wear number 51, may have to come on as his replacement if Murphy Cooper can't continue. Dominic Szoboszlai comes across to have a word with his coaching team as we've just seen the goals again. We cancellated in for Szoboszlai. It looks like we go out wide. Then he unleashed a shot into the top corner. It's a blind effort from Dominic Szoboszlai. Didn't really celebrate much, as Paul said. And then Frimpong, just a few seconds ago, unleashing his strike after getting into the penalty area. He Coopered in the post for Liverpool 2-0 up and cruising in this game. And we're now back underway with Cooper. Able to continue, for now at least. I reckon they'll try and get through to half time and then reassess the situation and maybe fetch Flavel on at half time. But as it stands right now, it's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 0. If you're just tuning into us here this evening, Russ Vernon guiding you through the action tonight as we bring you the FA Cup from Anfield between Liverpool and Barnsley. And Barnsley are yet to get on the score sheet despite having a strike which come back off the post after just 20 odd seconds into the game. Here's Andy Robertson into score of the first goal, Dominic Szoboszlai to Alexis McAllister. Gomez finds the score over the second in Jeremy Frimpong. We're crossing towards the penalty area and he's claimed there well. And it's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 0. If you're just tuning into us right now. Russ Vernon guiding you through the action today as the ball is sent forward. Goes for a ball there as the Barnsley still have possession. Advantage will be given as Phillips gets the ball out wide to O'Keefe. O'Keefe's trying to play it back to Phillips, but Dominic Szoboszlai recovers well and he gives it to Phillips and Barnsley have one back, and that is a mistake by Dominic Szoboszlai. And Barnsley do have a goal in this cup tie, and it's game on now. And the score of Liverpool's first just hands Barnsley a lifeline, and a goal in this cup tie at Anfield. It's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Adam Phillips with the goal to bring the League One side back into the game, and Shepherd and Phillips, amongst others, get everybody together over the Anfield persuasion and just have a really good team talk between themselves. Dominic Szoboszlai just tries to do a backfield flick over that Phillips. And you can see Virgil van Dijk knew what to come there. He just put his hand on his head straight away as he presented the chance to Phillips, who didn't take a second invitation. He just gobbled it up and said thank you very much. And the game is well and truly on now. And that is a well and truly mistake by Dominic Szoboszlai. It's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Wow, wow, wow. We've got a game on our hands now. What a game. What a game. Adam Phillips on 40 minutes pulls a goal back. Can Barnsley do the unthinkable? Or will it be like Chelsea against Charlton the other night, where no longer after Charlton they pulled one back, Chelsea went to go another? Will Liverpool do exactly the same here? Ball is headed away by Better. But Barnsley added a lifeline, and their defensive midfielder Adam Phillips capitalised on it. And they have scored at Anfield, which not many teams can say they've done here this season, or in recent seasons either. Leeds gave Liverpool to 0 here in a 0-0 draw on New Year's Day. But Barnsley, the fellow Yorkshire side, have pulled one back and scored past Liverpool at Anfield. They scored past Mamedashvili after a mistake by Dominic Szoboszlai. And do Barnsley have something here now which could give them something on their way into this game? I wonder. More until the penalty area is cleared away. If Barnsley were to get the next goal, this game and cup tie would be very interesting indeed. When I put this game to do, I thought it's going to be a one-way street. It's going to be 4-5, 6, maybe even 7-0 Liverpool. Anything but in that game. Liverpool 9 attempts, 3 on target. Barnsley, listen to this, 5 attempts, 3 on target for the League One visitors, Barnsley, against Premier League champions Liverpool at Anfield. 5 attempts on goal, 5 attempts in the game, should I say, and 3 of them on target and 1 of them in the back of the net. Liverpool 2-1 in this game, in the lead now. What a turnaround that was there. 5 shots, 3 on target for the League One side. In this first half so far, Rio and Gamoa going out of play to a throw in, and Liverpool going quick. Balls want to go really quickly, but Rio and Gamoa went nothing around. But got to give credit to his side. They've come here. Not many people have given them a chance and said they're going to lose this game. They said they're going to get beat quite comfortably by Liverpool. I thought that myself included for that. Well, they've come here and shown a decent account of themselves thus far. Yes, it's not over yet, and yes, they're going to lose quite heavily, but so far they must be proud of their performances. Frimpong's ball goes all the way in and behind for a goal kick, but Conor Barnsley, the League One Barnsley, must be so proud of their performance so far, because this performance tonight has been absolutely brilliant. I must say that. As we watch this game unfold here at Anfield, where Liverpool were 2-up, and then Dominic Szoboszlai does this, pop flicking in loud, Phillips doing on and slots it into the back of the net. He knew what he'd done, he closed his eyes straight after. And Barnsley, Davis Kelly had got everybody together and pulled everybody in and had a team talk, which was led by the defender Jack Shepherd. So it proves that there's a number of leaders out there for Barnsley, even some young men. The main captain, Luke O'Connell, not involved tonight for Barnsley, for one reason or another. But Barnsley here tonight have done well thus far, despite trailing, as we're into 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. And we've almost played a minute of that. In 10 seconds time we'll have played a minute of those 2 added on here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Here's a scoreline, and a scoreline which I was not expecting to say tonight. If Barnsley were to get to 2 at half time, they could well and truly be in this cup tie, especially if they were to get an early goal in the second half. Liverpool need to get the next goal to really try, and need to get 2 goals really to try and put this to bed. And there's a foul in there by Curtis Jones. And let's have a look who that is who's won that free kick there. I think it's Corey O'Keefe back there defending well and winning the free kick. It was, but Barnsley have done brilliantly tonight. Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. And despite trailing, Barnsley have done well in this cup tie this evening. Good evening to Media Radio Jingles and Gaming, who says, good evening, Russ and everyone. Well, after a weekend of FA Cup action, we saw a lot of big shocks, including the oldest Palace being beat by Macclesfield in the National League North. Could we see another enormous shock at Anfield tonight? We could well do as the half-time whistle blows here at Anfield. It is Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1 at the break. And Media Radio Jingles and Games says Barnsley are playing fantastically tonight. They could do it, and that's why I was just saying, especially if they get the next goal. We'll go from Szoboszlai and Frimpong for Liverpool 2-0 up in this game on 9 and 36 minutes respectively. We'll go from Adam Phillips on 40 minutes. Pull this game right back in the balance. At excuse me. Yeah, that's better. At half time at Anfield is Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. But before we go for our quick break at half time, let's just recap the results from the weekend thus far in the FA Cup. Selected ties, Premier League club ties only, and we'll start off with the Friday night game. Wrexham 3, Nottingham Forest 3. Wrexham won 4-3 on penalties. Burnley 5, Millwall 1. Charlton 1, Chelsea 5. Everton 1, Sunderland 1. Sunderland win 3-0 on penalties. Everton penalties were absolutely shocking, by the way. Fulham 3, Middlesbrough 1. Macclesfield 2, Crystal Palace 1. That was the result Media Radio Jingles and Gaming was referring to. Man City 10, Exeter City 1. Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 3. Looks to win 7-6 on penalties. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Brentford 2. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Aston Villa 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers 6, Shrewsbury Town 1. Derby County 1, Leeds United 3. Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4. West Ham 2, QPR 1 after extra time. And Manchester United 1, Brighton 2. Well, the Liverpool score at the bottom is 2-1 for Liverpool, not 1-0, as it says on the screen just there. We'll just get that one updated for you, if we can, please, my producer Nick. And we have done there right now. 2-1 Liverpool is the score at half time in our feature match this evening. Right then. So without further ado, let's recap then. Liverpool 2-0 up, Barnsley with a goal back. At half time is Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Will we see another shock in the FA Cup? Can Barnsley come back, or will Liverpool march on and get the victory done in the second half? Join us in around about 50 minutes time for the start of the second half. Welcome back to Anfield for the start of the second half as the teams are back out for the second half. No changes to either side. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says whoever wins this tie will face Brighton at home, either at Anfield or maybe Oakwell. That is correct, as Arne Slot comes back out now to his dugout along with his backroom staff as we get ready for the second half to get underway in the second now as Liverpool will be standing by to get us off and underway in the second half and the second now, and looks like Jones was about to do that, but then there was a delayed restart and we're now back underway with Liverpool getting us back underway as the ball's out towards our far side, and now Virgil van Dijk in possession. We'll keep you updated with the second half here from Anfield, live coverage of the second half and the game in its entirety. If we go to extra time and maybe even penalties, we'll also bring you that this evening as well. Here is Alisson to find Joe Gomez, and Gomez clears it away downfield. Is collected here well by Chiesa, who goes down on a free kick. It's actually foul on Curtis Jones. I thought it was Chiesa for a second. Let's run you through the lineup then for Liverpool. That's filling in goal. Frimpong, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson. Jones and McAllister. Chiesa, Szoboszlai, Gap and Engamoa behind Cody Gakpo. And Engamoa goes down. Gakpo with possession. Advantage is played into Curtis Jones. Now on to Chiesa, who cuts infield. Shot is blocked. Cleared away by Barnsley. Up towards halfway. So everybody in a white shirt, all white kit, is back in position. Liverpool all in red tonight, incidentally. Liverpool attacking the Anfield top end in the second half. And he's out wide with Rio Engamoa. Attacking the Barnsley penalty on the left hand side. Into Andy Robertson, who moves it further infield to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai gets it back to Andy Robertson, who's got Engamoa down the outside, but he's crossing, he's cleared away. So Bosley's there. And again, Ryan McAllister comes to Van Dijk to Robertson. Into Curtis Jones here now. We'll give you the ball on the side again in a few minutes. No changes to either side as of yet. Here is Andy Robertson. Now he goes into Curtis Jones. Back into Rio Engamoa. We'll go see the field Engamoa. Still going Engamoa. Edge of the penalty is Gakpo. Back he goes to McAllister. Alexis McAllister looks up to line up a strike. So he goes to Dominic Szoboszlai. Further out wide is Curtis Jones. Jones now inside the penalty area. Back out wide to Andy Robertson. Robertson with the crossing towards the back post. Cleared away. Here's clearance. It goes down. Free kick not given us. Barnsley just win possession and try to come away with it anyway. Here is Ogbeta. Does well. Infield to Jorgensen. Forward towards Bland, who can get the ball forward. Bland has got the ball out wide to Phillips, the goal scorer. Phillips with the cross in too far in the end, is it? Picked up by Cleary on the back post. Cleary towards the penalty, pulls the ball back. Here's Bland, holds up the play. Ogbeta, infield to Jorgensen. A good start by Barnsley to the second half after Liverpool early pressure. Ogbeta takes on his man, which is Frimpong. Gets the low cross in. Was Kelly done? He's cleared away by Frimpong eventually. Only as far as the number 27 Watson. Back he goes again to Giovanni, now into Shepherd. And now he's number 45, Jorgensen, who's turned away well from Chiesa. Runs forward into the path of Cleary, who goes down on the challenge of Chiesa. And the referee is given a free kick the way of Barnsley here, I believe. I should say, excuse me again for that cough. Federico Chiesa with the foul on Reyes clearing the lineup for Barnsley. Then it's Cooper, Watson, De Giovanni, Shepherd, Ogbeta, Phillips and Bland, O'Keefe, Jorgensen and Cleary, with the captain Davis Kelly done in the attack. No changes to either side as the start of the second half from Barnsley, with a chance excuse me, excuse me, O'Keefe to take this set piece. As I've got my voice back now. O'Keefe delivers a cross and is poorly put in. He's held back into the penalty. Look at Nathan's in there. Challenge up against Virgil van Dijk. So Boswell will try to come away. And he's got Robertson away, who's trying to get the ball towards Jones there. Liverpool give possession back to Barnsley, who almost give it back to Liverpool. As here comes Barnsley now with a better. Down the line he goes to clear it. We've got Kelly Dunning for support, but the offside flag is up. And I don't know how better it can be offside there. He didn't look offside to me. I'd like to see that again because no offside there. As that ball's played, it looks like it's onside to me. Played on by Virgil van Dijk, if anything. But the offside flag is up. And there's no VAR to check things at this stage of the competition. Conor Uran is giving a good account of himself so far. Is giving a good account of himself so far. Chiesa just getting a bit of treatment there on the sidelines. Liverpool in possession with Joe Gomez. Gets this game back underway fairly quickly. Here's Joe Gomez. Sending the ball over the top, looking for the run there of Rio Engamoa. Too much on that ball though from Gomez and out of play for a Barnsley throw, which will be taken by Corey O'Keefe because Watson is, even though lines was a 4-2-3-1 formation for both sides, it looks like it is a 4-2-3-1 for Liverpool, or it looks like at times it's a 4-1-4-1. Or for Barnsley, it looks like it's a 3-4-3 formation at times. And that's what it looks like at times for me, where Barnsley have shaped up today, compared to what they've put out on the team sheet I've got in front of us here this evening. It remains Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1 if you just tuned into us. And Luke says that's onside. I thought it was as well, Luke. Good to have somebody agree with me. Here's Frimpong with the cross in. Wonderful claim by Cooper. You could clearly see that it was onside there, clearing a few moments ago. And it was Virgil van Dijk who was playing him on as well, in my opinion. Let me know if you believe it was Van Dijk playing him on as well, Luke. And hopefully you're doing okay. Here's Curtis Jones. Ball across then into the path then of Robertson. Down the line is Engamoa. Can he come forward here? Wonderful bit of interception. Can he come? Liverpool look to come forward. Van Dijk's strike is blocked. Engamoa inside the penalty area. Going one way then the other. Trips it in towards the penalty area towards Curtis Jones. He comes off on better and behind for a corner in front of the top end here at Anfield. Who says not sure who he was that was playing clearly onside, but he says he was just a player in red. That's helpful, Luke. I was hoping you'd tell me who he was, and I got it spotting with me analysis. But there we go. Can't have everything from you, Luke, can we? Here's a corner whipped into the penalty area by Liverpool, headed away, and there was a Frimpong corner into the box. And a push on clearing inside the penalty by Rio Engamoa. And a free kick goes the way of the League One Tykes against the Premier League Reds. Cooper will have a free kick then for Barnsley. And he will send everybody forward and go long towards that far side, and Phillipson can't get there. He's out of play for a throw-in to Liverpool, which Andy Robertson will look to take. It goes back to the goalkeeper, Georgi Mamedashvili, who's in between the 6-9 in place of Alisson, who is on the bench for the Reds tonight. I know, Luke, I'm just like winding you up, my friend. Hopefully doing okay though, Luke. Here is Frimpong can't give the ball and play. He's out of play this time for a Barnsley throw-in, which is good bit of play there by Cleary by their defenders. Couldn't just marking out some instructions having spoken to his backroom staff. There's David Goldrick, once of Sheffield United and Notts County, who is part of the travelling squad today for Barnsley on the bench, along with Flavel, the goalkeeper, Roberts, Yallow, O'Connell, Gent, Kelly, Barrett and Farrell. As for Liverpool's bench, it's Allison, the goalkeeper, Endo, Konate, Kirkes, Verts, Ekitike back after injury, Gravenberch, Nione and Ramsey. It's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. If you're just tuning into us this evening here on the Commentary. 10 minutes gone in the second half, and the Premier League Reds lead the League One Tykes by 2-1 here this evening. Yes, the other side of the Trent, Luke. Yes indeed. Was David McGoldrick a former player of? He never put on the Reds side of Nottingham. It was always the black and white side for David McGoldrick as the cross comes in from Frimpong, cleared away. Well, this far as Chiesa, as the ball come off on better last and behind for a corner, which it looks as will be Dominic Szoboszlai, who will take set piece for Liverpool. Just shouting out some instructions here, and he'll be told to hurry up. It takes in a second, otherwise it will be both for time wasting. Will Dominic Szoboszlai? He takes it quickly to reeling the mower. Back he goes to Szoboszlai, crossing his clear to Van Dijk at the back post, and that's a wonderful save by Cooper to keep Barnsley in this cup tie. And he's telling their defenders to keep switched on now. And that is a superb save to keep out Virgil van Dijk's effort. And he gets the applause quite well from his teammates. As that is a superb strike down into the ground and push right. That was heading in to the back of the net. A good save from Cooper there. He's in over again. Can he get across him this time in the morning? He goes to Gappo. Now Szoboszlai. Back to Gappo inside the penalty on the right hand side. Szoboszlai again on the edge of the penalty area. Cleared away. Further cleared by Liverpool that time. He's back in towards Gappo. And shot his save by Cooper. And Barnsley now will to try and break. There's a man on cries. Chiesa gets back well there. Barnsley do well to keep hold of possession. But Better did well there. And now here is Watson. He crossed towards Shepherd, who missed it. He gets there eventually. Down the line to Cleary. The Cunningham inside. They're giving a good account of themselves here at Anfield tonight. If they were to get back-to-back promotions from League One on this showing, they would hold their own at a ground like this, in my opinion. Some may differ. Blind with the ball in towards the penalty area. It's too blind of a ball in towards the penalty area from Jonathan there. And he tries to clear it away. A good press in there by Barnsley. Again, and I think that was Jonathan Blind again. And Liverpool are about to make a triple substitution here. Florian Wirtz, Ibrahim Konate and Hugo Ekitike will be coming on for Liverpool very, very shortly, from what I can see there, but yet to do that there. Lucas corrected me, in fact, regarding David McGoldrick. He said he did have one spell with Nottingham Forest in 2009 to 2013 under Billy Davis. As Liverpool made the changes now, as Joe Gomez is replaced by Ibrahim Konate as the first change for Liverpool. Get back to your comments in a second, Luke. Also, Florian Wirtz is coming on, just with the number of one who's been replaced, because Jeremy Frimpong is a man being replaced there for Liverpool. For Florian Wirtz. And the other one coming on is Yuko Ekitike is coming on here. Just trying to work out who he's come on for here, Yuko Ekitike. It looks like it's Federico Chiesa. Yes, it is. So Chiesa off there as well for Liverpool. As the ball runs through to the arms of Cooper there. As a confirmation of the subs again, Gomez, Frimpong and Chiesa off to be replaced by Konate, Wirtz and Ekitike for Liverpool there. As Luke Reynolds by David McGoldrick, 239-13 for Nottingham Forest under Billy Davis, 63 people scoring 8 goals. As clearly goes outside the penalty, referee looking at the referee for a penalty, nothing given. And for me, that should have been a penalty kick for Barnsley. Why would he go down there when there's a shooting opportunity on? That is a stonewall penalty for Barnsley, not given here at Anfield. Why would he go down there when there's a shooting opportunity on there clearly? I want to look at the replay again. But for me, that is a penalty. Should have been a penalty kick for Barnsley. I'm not a Barnsley fan by any stretch of the imagination, but for me that has got to be a penalty kick, in my opinion. Suppose I now go back to right back. Wirtz on the left wing, and Gamora on the right wing now. And here comes Barnsley with number 7 O'Keefe. Just loses out then he loses it out for a throw-in as well. And Farid Alam leaving a penalty to Barnsley a few moments ago. I want to look at that again if we get a chance in a moment. There's no your thoughts, by the way, as well, guys. Look to get your thoughts on whether that should have been a penalty for Barnsley. Here's Engamoa in the wall towards the penalty area, still going. Rio Engamoa back to Dominic Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Ibrahim Konate across there to Virgil van Dijk. I'm just looking at it again here as the play continues with Andy Robertson in possession. And for me, that should have been a penalty. There was arm on the back first before contact on the ball. And it was nudged off of balance. And for me, I've seen them given. I have seen them given. There's no your thoughts if you see that again there. Whether you think that should have been a penalty for Barnsley or whether the referee, Farid Alam, got his spot on there. The shot is deflected wide as Katie shows them for goal there. And there's a man down for Barnsley. I think it's Cooper who's gone down. Let's look at this again. Is Cooper's gone down and stayed down? Yes, it has. Yes, he has, the goalkeeper. We're looking at this challenge again here. The man got the ball, he's nudged him first, and for me that is a penalty kick all day long. He knows what he's doing there, Szoboszlai. He's grabbed hold of his shirt and nudged him off of the ball and kicked back of his ankle. For me, that is a penalty every day of the week. And we see it again there on that bigger view. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section of this live chat. Was that a penalty for Barnsley in your opinion? Do let us know. We'll be pleased to hear from you. And Nick, when you let us know your thoughts as well, Nick, as my producers, we see it. We gave you a Szoboszlai. Just getting a bit of water on board here as Cooper gets a bit of treatment. Looks at it's taken. Me 9 looks at it to agree like it should have been a penalty. He wasn't convinced the first time around. That's fine, Luke. Paul, if you're still listening, let us know your thoughts as well as Cooper's now back on his feet and the corner will now be taken for Liverpool. I'm just having a word with the fourth official as well there, I believe, as the header is up and away. Come on, the clear, Phillips can. Excuse me again, by the way, the coughing. As here comes Liverpool again, Gappo crosses in deep. Van Dijk is there! That's in just wide. And my producer Nick has messaged in and said, that was so not on. Penalty all the time for him, he says. And Luke says, I am excused. Thank you very much, Luke. Really do appreciate that, my friend. And so unlucky for Virgil van Dijk there. With all three of the people who are watching this game, along with me, my commentary on, have said that should have been a penalty there for Barnsley. Let's know your thoughts. As Kelly had done, just into us. Phillips inside the penalty. Phillips is there. Phillips goes down. Tries to keep on the possession for Barnsley. Up against Canate, who's in possession and goes down and gets a free kick. And I'm not sure. I didn't really see anything wrong there. Because we're not happy. Swearing as firm. Alan will come across here and have a word. And we got a yellow card for Conor Uran. There, and he's not happy. The Barnsley boss, Conor Uran. He's pulled there. And he is not an happy man at all. And I can understand his frustration. I would not be an happy man either. If I was in that Barnsley technical area this evening. It's the Bosley. Into Florian Wirtz. McAllister for Canate inside our centre circle and halfway. McAllister now again across the centre circle to Virgil van Dijk, who's headed wide a few moments ago from a corner, almost pull Liverpool 3-1 up. Here's Gappo in towards the penalty area. So we're going to cut it Gappo. Can we keep it close in? We can win a corner for Liverpool though. And he'll go across to take it. It is, look, I agree with that. He says, what you have to say though, it's good to have a referee making the decisions without VAR though. I agree there, Luke. And that's why I've liked these matches this week and I've watched in the FA Cup. Because we can have a proper debate then. Because with VAR, we can't really have a debate on whether the officials on the field have actually got it right. With VAR would correct it for them if they made a clear and obvious mistake. So we can't really have that debate. Whereas when we're watching it live without VAR, we can have those proper debates on whether we think it was correct. As Barnsley don't with a foul there on Shepherd, who wanted the free kick there. And this is why I like football without VAR. This is when we'll actually proper football, proper cup tie, without VAR, 6-7 minutes on the clock, and it's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1, and this is what we're looking for. As opposed into the penalty, low ball across the goal. Engelman at the back post, shot is blocked by Shepherd. And Barnsley will to come away with possession. His own Bettley's there, up against the Bosley. And he's pulled down, is he, by Engelman. The referee says no play on us. Kelly had done with possession for Barnsley. Out wide to that far side with O'Keefe. O'Keefe looks to come forward. Goes in field is O'Keefe. Bland back to O'Keefe again. O'Keefe to this left hand side and clear it. A chance to attack down this left hand side. Ball in towards the penalty area. Too much on that. But Andy Robertson puts it behind for a corner. And that is just what Barnsley need. That bit of pressure. Crank it up. Get the noise behind the goal loud. Try and drown out the Liverpool noise. And get behind your team. That's what the Barnsley have been doing tonight. And they've just another one there where they get behind their team as they win the corner from Cleary's ball in. And Andy Robertson could have left that there. No one was coming in behind him. He wanted to know though as O'Keefe goes out to take this corner. Second corner for Barnsley. Liverpool have had 10. If you're just tuning into us this evening. 2-1 Barnsley trail here at Anfield. So Barnsley are free pumping the goal scorers for Liverpool for Phillips. One back for Barnsley. The next goal will be crucial. Comes in the box. Phillips signs up a strike. Cleared off the right by Barnsley. Blandy's there is blocked and Liverpool looked to clear. And that was a well-worked corner. Phillips on Martin on the edge of the penalty area, and his stride towards goal was cleared off the line by the head of Dominic Szoboszlai, who's now playing a right back. Did a defensive job there, did Szoboszlai. That poor pass from O'Keefe. Can't pick you out. His man over there who's and the Harpies. Barnsley are about to make a double substitution here, it looks like, with number 15 Owen O'Connell and 22 Patrick Kelly about to come on any moment. For Barnsley, it looks like that. It's Florian Wirtz for Liverpool, out wide to Engamova and McAllister, back into Szoboszlai, and Wirtz again. Now Rio Engamova on this right hand side now after playing on our left in that first half. He's up against us better this time. Here's Szoboszlai. It was Engamova from Wirtz, and Engamova just kept the ball in play, and better comes away with it for Barnsley. Shepherd clears it up towards halfway, but he's only going to come back towards Barnsley though, as there's no white shirts in the Liverpool half of the field. All the white shirts are back inside their own half, back behind the ball, defending well here for their lives. Here's Szoboszlai. Engamova. Good ball into Florian Wirtz. Now McAllister back to Wirtz once more. Here's Jones. Van Dijk out wide to Gakpo. Gakpo with a box in and cleared by Cooper there in the end. And that's really good play from Liverpool. And Engamova goes down here as well. And Mooses as well. And what is noticeable too is the referee's letting a lot of small contact challenges go. So he is at least consistent. Yes, and that's what I like him. Well, what I do like him, and I've seen this referee a few times, for Ari Alam, should I say. And what I like about him as well, like you say, lets the game flow, and if he needs to give a free kick, he'll give a free kick. If he thinks it's worthy of a yellow card, he'll give a yellow card. That's what I like about this referee. I've seen him a few times now. And he broke through in the EFL last season, and I think he's done a few Premier League games this season already. And even when VAR is involved, he's capable, in my opinion, from what I've seen, of making decisions himself, without having to rely on the three-letter word that we all don't like, video assistant referee. Also refers to VAR. As Liverpool bound to make a double substitution here. Off is number, I think that was Ogbetter off there for number 15, O'Connell. And it looks as though, let's have a look. We'll get confirmation of the subs in just a moment for Barnsley. Just trying to work out who it is here. Phillips is one coming off, and Phillips is replaced by Kelly. I can confirm that fact. And Phillips off for Patrick Kelly. And I'm just trying to work out the other sub. Now is Owen O'Connell has come on. I'm just trying to work out now which player has gone off. I think it's Nathaniel Ogbetter. Well, I'm confirmed to you now. Yes, it is Ogbetter who has gone off. Ogbetter and Phillips off. O'Connell and Kelly on. I was right. I thought I could tell it was Ogbetter going off there. And so it keeps down on this left-hand side. So they're playing on the right-hand side. And Liverpool have made a sub as well. Rio Engamova has gone off. And Ryan Gravenberch has come on to replace him as well. So there's the Liverpool substitution confirmed as well. In the end. So there was 3 subs in 1 there. 2 for Barnsley, 1 for Liverpool. Just to recap, Ogbetter and Phillips off for Barnsley, O'Connell and Kelly on. And for Liverpool, Engamova off, Gravenberch on. For those wanting to keep up with the changes. But as it is right now, we play 74 minutes. and it's currently Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1 in this cup tie. And very shortly I'll be going to do something what TNT Sports or the TV broadcasters have been doing in the UK recently, over the past few games. I'm going to announce to Nick, well, I'm going to announce to the listeners 3 of the players who I'm going to pick from as player of the match in a few seconds, and then in around about 5 minutes time I'll hand it over my final decision to Nick, ready to announce very, very shortly in this game. But you guys won't know out of the 3 which one I've picked. But you, the listeners, can have your say on the 3 choices for player of the match very, very soon as well. So, the 3 choices for player of the match, in my opinion, I'll give you after this attack from Buzz. It was like a TK, and Verse was there 2 of the back posts, and Verse couldn't convert it. So 3 player of the match choices for me is Cody Gakpo. I feel like he's played well for Liverpool. Curtis Jones, he's had a decent game as well for Liverpool. And Reyes Cleary for Barnsley. Is your 3 choices to tell me who you think should be player of the match. I'll give my choice very soon. So, Alexis McAllister, Curtis Jones, or Reyes Cleary. And one of those on possession right now is Reyes Cleary, who's made it to my final 3. Yes, I knew Engamo got injured. Nick, I did spot that just before he went down. I didn't realise the sub had been made until come up on the screen. He was showing you the Barnsley changes. At first, that's why there. But there's my 3 choices for player of the match. I'll announce my pick in around about 5 minutes' time and give it to Nick so you can get the thing prepared, ready for this evening. So Alexis McAllister, Curtis Jones, or Reyes Cleary will be my player of the match this evening. One of those 3 will be my player of the match. I'll confirm which one of those 3 to Nick very, very soon so you can get the graphic ready to come up there in the end this evening. Be interested to see who you guys think out of those 3 should get the pick as I'll announce my pick to Nick in around about 3 or 4 minutes time from now. Well, listeners, get your thoughts in on those 3 as who you think should be given the pick tonight for play. And let's see if I agree with you when I make my announcement just before the end of this game this evening. It's Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1 in the FA Cup at Anfield this evening. Really good game to watch tonight. And we've played 17 minutes so far, and it's still 2-1 to Liverpool. That's the goals from Dominic Szoboszlai and Jeremy Frimpong inside the first half before Adam Phillips pulled one back. As it looks at the formation I mentioned earlier, David McGoldrick looks like he's getting ready to come on for Barnsley any second now. I would say for David Keeley done. As Ruben Katika's in behind you. Comes for Florian Wirtz. Robertson back in. Gravenberch with the header over the top and behind. And Liverpool have got a corner here. And I do not know how this is a corner for Liverpool. It was Gakpo not. So Bozza, who initially thought it wasn't about post there, and that come up, he said that come off Corey O'Keefe there. I don't think he did. As David McGoldrick, he's standing on the touchline here to come on the moment for Barnsley. But Sabozlai gets over the corner quickly to Verts. Into Gravenberch back to Verts again. Good bit of play this from Liverpool as they look to come forward. Sabozlai's there in towards the penalty area for Hugo Ekitike. He's going to be played away into O'Keefe again. Boz look to go long down for looking for Davis Kelly had done it. Out of play for a throw into Barnsley, and Barnsley will make a substitution now, which we'll see their captain for the day. Davis Kelly had done, replaced by David McGoldrick. And David McGoldrick is the man who will be coming on here this evening. And it remains Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Thank you, Media Radio Jingles and Gaming, who says, still great play from Barnsley tonight. Could they do something from now and the end? Between now and the end, I think it means there. Very entertaining game, and I've enjoyed the commentary tonight as well, Russ. Thank you very much, my friend. Really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that in the end there, as Liverpool look to get caught out there by Barnsley, but the one went out of play. I'm just sending Nick my player of the match over. With some of the stats to add on there as well. And we get ready for this free kick for Liverpool, which was won after a foul by Dominic Szoboszlai with a good ball instead, because there was 2 balls on the field. And I've now made my choice for player of the match. Here come Liverpool down that far side with Andy Robertson, who's lost possession, and Barnsley trying to come forward, trying to pick out David McGoldrick. There remains 2-1 to Liverpool here. Canate gets it back from Szoboszlai, and he goes all the way back to Mamedashvili. And Barnsley have played their part this evening, and they deservedly deserve to be on the score sheet at least tonight. But can they be on the score sheet again and cause a number of problems for Liverpool before the end of the game this evening? Here is Florian Wirtz. A bit of movement here for Liverpool, and he's now with Dominic Szoboszlai for Virgil van Dijk. Good ball here for Canate, back to Van Dijk again. And Liverpool just knocking the ball around well, looking to try and force an opening. Szoboszlai was the right back. He's playing high up his ears. Florian Wirtz inside the penalty area. 3-1 Liverpool. And that's surely game, set and match for the Reds of the Premier League. Florian Wirtz in the 84th minute has put Liverpool probably 1 foot now into the next round with a sublime finish. Wonderful bit of play. Ekitike backheel flick. And he just opened up for him as he just got into the penalty area. Jones, backheel flick from Ekitike inside the penalty area and just benched in that top corner. The Florian Wirtz, and Liverpool lead here by 3-1. And look like they're going to be heading into round number 4 to take on Brighton here at Anfield. What a game this has been today. Barnsley can come away from this game, if they end on defeat, which it looks like they're going to do, with the heads held high, because their performance today has been nothing short of brilliance. Here they come now, Barnsley, with number 22, Kelly, coming forward towards McGoldrick. Canate gets it back to Maminashvili, and there's Sabozlai who gifted Barnsley the goal in that first half. Otherwise, this would have been a routine victory for Liverpool. It's been anything but since the Barnsley go back into it. Liverpool have had to work hard in this game, not just the second half of the entire game. After going 2-0 up, they've had to work hard for it to get into the next round. Fantastic performance from Barnsley, but they're going to be ending on the losing side tonight. Wonderful goal that from Florian Wirtz. You have to think so many radio jingles and Gimble says, what a goal from Wirtz. Well, that's got to be a job done for Liverpool now. And Matt Roberts, if you are listening, my friend, very good evening to you. Unless you probably tune in tonight. And Matt, if you have, hopefully you've enjoyed listening to our coverage this evening, and sorry for my coughing intervals I've had. As here's Cleary now, was one of my contenders for my player of the match. As a low cross in is cleared away by Liverpool, and O'Keefe gets it back for Barnsley into Cleary again down this right hand side. Liverpool's right, Barnsley's left, and Barnsley win a corner off Dominic Szoboszlai. And again, Barnsley fans are enjoying it tonight. They've not been disgraced today, and for me, they can come away from this game with their heads held high. Barnsley have played absolutely brilliant today, and the Barnsley fans behind this goal clapping, singing all evening as O'Keefe wants to take this corner, and he goes in towards the penalty area. It's headed away by Hugo Ekitike. He goes straight out of play for a throw-in to Conor Uran and Barnsley. Barnsley, Liverpool make a substitution here, which we'll see. Number 10. Is it? Yes, number 10, Alexis McAllister, come off. Alexis McAllister will come off for Liverpool, and he will be replaced by Trey Nioni, who will wear number 42. And it looks like Barnsley are going to be making a change as well, which we'll see. Number 45, Vimal Yoganathan, be replaced by number 17, Georgie Gent. And there's Bland with the ball forward, looking for the win of David McGoldrick up against Dominic Szoboszlai. McGoldrick does want to keep the ball in and keep the ball alive for Barnsley. Cleary gets on and away from Szoboszlai, plays off Canate now for a corner kick to Barnsley again, and Barnsley doing well here. Cleary has done absolutely brilliant tonight. O'Keefe will take this corner for Barnsley. The stewards have come to stop any Barnsley fans running onto the pitch if they get one back here tonight. O'Keefe with the corner kicking towards the penalty area, punched clear by Maminashvili, and Andy Robertson is breaking away for Liverpool. He's got Wirtz one side, Nioni the other. He goes to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz tries to come back, and that gives Barnsley the chance to win the ball back and charge downfield. Here's McGoldrick. Back he goes to the number 17, Gent. And Gent gets it down the field for McGoldrick again. Andy Robertson wins the ball back as Szoboszlai charges forward now for Liverpool. Still going Dominic Szoboszlai. He holds up the play well. Plays it back to Andy Robertson. Into Virgil van Dijk inside the centre circle. Midway inside the Barnsley half of the field now. Into Curtis Jones Nearly back to Van Dijk again. As Liverpool, with a bit of game management here to try to see this game out. Now into the final 30 seconds of normal time, plus any stoppages at the end of this game. Barnsley haven't won in any competition since December the 13th. It looks like that will continue tonight. Unless they find 3 goals from somewhere in stoppage time, which will be announced very, very shortly. How many minutes of stoppage time will be added on? We're into stoppages now. There's a Liverpool winner free kick. Gully Gappo is the man foul. He tried to lash out there. David Roderick looks like he's got the captain's armband here for Barnsley. He has. David McGoldrick is the captain now for Barnsley after he replaced Davis Kelly done. We are into 5 additional minutes at the end of this game tonight. 5 minutes of stoppage time. And we'll give you that player of the match after this free kick for Liverpool, which Dominic Szoboszlai will take this evening. Looking to make it 4-1 to the Premier League side against the League One siders. McGoldrick, the captain, now standing captain after Davis Kelly had done, was the standing captain at the start when Luca Connell, the club captain, was not involved this evening due to injury for Luca Connell. Here is Dominic Szoboszlai. Florian Wirtz will try and enter this ball into the penalty area, but Barnsley, Everton, they will come away with possession, will they? No. So Szoboszlai nips into winning back for Liverpool as Barnsley look to counter. Canate for Trainiani. Good bit of play this for Liverpool. Ekitike there, and he loses out to Shepherd. Now McGoldrick pulls the ball back here to Watson. The 11 for Barnsley cut on their heads high tonight. Here's the number 7 O'Keefe into McGoldrick, and he's back to O'Keefe. And could he score to make it a very nervy end to this game? O'Keefe into the penalty spot. He's blocked behind for a corner kick. And before the corner is taken, I can tell you that our player of the match this evening goes to Liverpool's number 10, Alexis McAllister. And Alexis McAllister is our player of the match this evening. Updated, the stats are now updated. They have now 2 assists for Alexis McAllister and a 93.8% passing accuracy from the Liverpool man and the Argentine international as well. Ball back into the penalty area by Barnsley. It's cleared away. Shepherd is there for Barnsley on the edge of the penalty area. As Liverpool back off. Bland now has the ball out wide for the number 27 here, which is Watson. Watson towards the McGoldrick is there! Just over the top from David McGoldrick. As the Tykes look to try and pull back a consolation goal here and make it a nervy ending. Clearing with the cross in. And David McGoldrick rose up between Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson like a salmon with his header. Went over the top and onto the net. Liverpool lead by 3-1. We've not been convincing as Liverpool make it 4-1 in stoppage time. Hugo Ekitike with the 4th. And if people just watch this, just look at the scoreline later, they think it's been a comfortable victory for Liverpool. Ekitike in the 94th minute, 90 plus 4 minutes for Hugo Ekitike. But people just looked to this game and thought, and just saw the score, they'd be thinking it was a comfortable victory A brilliant performance from Liverpool, but it's been anything but. Barnsley have had their fair share tonight, and it looks like he should have been given his offside against Florian Wirtz, but he was nothing given. And then Hugo Ekitike's onside, with the ball over the top of Florian Wirtz, looked like he was offside. Ekitike's onside, but the goal for me should not have counted as Wirtz was in an offside position as the ball got played over the top for him to run on to. The flag didn't go up, and the goal stands is Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1. Ekitike, 1 goal and an assist in this game this evening. And that stat of Barnsley winning a match in any competition since December the 13th has become reality as a full-time whistle goes at Anfield. Barnsley bow out of the FA Cup in the third round stage, which has been a brave effort for the Liverpool side. And Dominic Szoboszlai with Reyes clear it, swap shirts at the end of the game, which is good to see. Always good to see sportsmanship at the end of the game. And Hugo Ekitike, the swap shirts with Giovanni as well. And some Liverpool players swapping shirts with the players. So now Watson keeps his shirt, keeps his ownership, but gets Andy Robertson's shirt in response as well. With a full-time whistle at Anfield is left the scoreline of Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1, and it'll be Liverpool who will be playing Brighton at Anfield in round number 4 of the FA Cup. It could have been Liverpool against Manchester United, and Manchester United had turned up at Old Trafford yesterday, but they failed to do that. And while Barnsley players go across to clap their fans who made the trip here to Anfield tonight, their fans can leave with their heads held high. Barnsley fans and players can leave with their heads held high. They have been magnificent tonight, and a credit to League One and a credit to the Football League. They put up a brave effort, and to follow with 2 late goals for Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike ensured that Liverpool come out 4-1 winners in the end. Midway says, great game tonight. I would like to see another upset, but brilliant from Liverpool at the end. Absolutely, my sentiments entirely as well. But before we leave you tonight, we'll just recap you the FA Cup selected results, and we'll start off with Wrexham 3, Nottingham Forest 3, Wrexham 1, 4-3 on penalties. Burnley 5, Millwall 1, Chelsea Athletic 1, Chelsea 5. Everton 1, Sunderland 1, 3-0 on penalties. Fulham 3, Middlesbrough 1, Macclesfield 2, Crystal Palace 1, the shock of the round in my opinion. Manchester City 10, Exeter City 1, Newcastle United 3, Bournemouth 3, Newcastle 1, 7-6 on penalties. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Brentford 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Aston Villa 2. Continuing with some select FA Cup third round results. Wolverhampton Wanderers 6, Shrewsbury Town 1, Derby County 1, Leeds United 3, Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4, West Ham 2, QPR 1, Manchester United 1, Brighton of Albion 2, Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1, our feature match this evening. That means Liverpool will play Brighton at Anfield in the end, in round number 4, which if you want to hear the draw in full, go back and watch the video previous to this, which will be linked in the description down below. You can hear the draw, which was done by myself and Nicholas. Nicholas has been the producer for this game this evening. Luke just says, massive credit to the referee. This was just to get on to that, Luke, before I did leave this evening. The referee let the play flow tonight and gave some good decisions, some which we agreed with, some that we disagreed with. For our next live offering, please make sure you check out the community tab, the post tab on our YouTube channel. Also check out our X feed, a Commentary Live 1, where we'll announce our next live offering on the channel from any competition. We'll be back with the Premier League next weekend, but stay tuned to there to find out which game in the Premier League that we will have. The Barnsley fans leaving as some of the players go across to shake hands with the travelling support, who can be proud of their team's effort tonight. Full time in the game at Anfield has finished Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1, and Liverpool march on to play Brighton at Anfield in round number 4. For myself, Russ, Nick, and the rest of the team here at the Commentary Hub, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.